Yeah, yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm over here talking. The headphones not even working. So yeah, man, we Meg Thee Stallion is obviously an industry plant. You know, whatever happened to the Angie Stones? Rest in peace to Angie Stone, man. You know, whatever happened to the Lauren Hills? You know, like what happened to those women? Why we always gotta have controversial type of yeah. Always somebody taking their clothes off. Hold on. I just hate my eyes. Hate my eyes. But yeah, man, I sent out the link, man. Somebody come up to this joint. Come up to this joint, have this conversation with me, man. Until then, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up let's bring up Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, do you love me, Shaka Khan? I'm be playing this joint a few times. So Shaka Khan said that a lot of these joints, they ain't got no talent, talentless. So instead of singing, they doing all this extra. Like, let's go ahead and hear from her because it ain't got nothing to do with the art. It ain't got nothing to do with being a talented individual who can sing. It's all about their sex appeal. And it wasn't like that back in the day. When somebody used to make music, they used to actually be a musician. A musician. Like, what's going on?
It's changed. Yeah. Because all bets are off. These women are doing any and every damn thing. Butts are out and everything. And tits are out and everything. And I don't believe in that.
River TV.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. Now, if you guys are unaware, Shaka Khan has been going viral for various parts of an interview that she's been doing recently. And for this conversation in particular, you know, she basically called out a lot of the young female artists out there, and women are furious with her about it. Okay, you know that they don't like nobody telling them nothing. You know that they feel like, you know, they're above reproach. They are upset. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right into the interview. Press play, pause, play, and then give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion about this entire situation.
You are like Mother Nature in like persona. You are everything. Not only are you the greatest singer, you can like.
I'm kind of like everybody's grandma.
Now, obviously, I feel like Shaka Khan needs no introduction. You know, she is known as the Queen of Funk. She has been a recording artist since the early 70s, right? And is still reigning right now with some of her hit songs, you know, that have been sampled even in the hip hop industry.
They don't know about that. See, it's the problem. A lot of people don't know what good music is. They don't know that before everybody was on stage taking their drawers off and dancing to the tunes, that you used to have talent. You used to have something that will make somebody come and see your show. And now all you gotta do is get a BBL and talk about what you do behind closed doors, and people are gonna listen to your music. But thank God for Reva for doing the Lord's work and Shaka Khan for bringing attention to it, because some of us are like, enough is enough. You know what I mean? We got children watching, and they thinking that this is how you get into the industry. They thinking that, oh, I can be a big rap star if I just do what Meg does, or I can just do what Future does. I can smoke and I can drink and I can have multiple baby. Oh, I could just be like Young Thug and I can, and you know what I mean? You already know how that thing go, but let's keep it moving.
And so obviously the conversation starts off, you know, basically, you know, personifying Shaka Khan as like the mother or the grandmother, right?
You know, people tell me all the time, they say, I grew up listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my grandma used to play your songs.
Yeah.
My mother used to play your songs. So I'm like a household name in a way. And that's a beautiful thing.
You know, back then the music spanned from generation to generation, right? You'd have older people listening to the likes of a Shaka Khan or a Diana Ross or a Michael Jackson, all the way down to younger years, right? It was so, the music at that time was so impactful that it spanned, you know, like she said, the entire household, from the oldest person in the room to the youngest person in the room. And again, based off of her being a part of that era, it definitely leads to her being able, like I said before, to have an opinion on the state of music today.
Gorgeous.
That's a wonderful thing. I mean, I couldn't see some other artists, whose butts are out and everything, and tits are out and everything, and they're doing rolling on the stage and cuckoo. I just
trifling.
Don't understand that.
Now, this when things took a turn. Okay, this is when things took a drastic turn, because once she said that she can't understand when people have their booty out, their chest out, all of a sudden women took grand offense to this, right? She didn't call anybody's name in particular. She didn't point out certain genres. She just spoke the obvious, right? And again, this is off of what she just said previously. She's like, she was able to have music or be a performer that everybody could have listened to.
People tell me all the time, they say, I grew up listening to you. My grandma used to play your songs.
Yeah.
My mother used to play your songs. So I'm like a household. Yeah.
And that's what be killing me. Like, we don't have no household names no more, man. We don't have it. So it's like, oh, you going to the Meg concert and be like, yeah, bring your moms, your peoples, your cousins. We all going down. Man, I'd be embarrassed when they be playing that junk. And I'd be like, oh, I was at a bowling alley one time. And I think it was like, I don't know why so many children was there. Oh, because it was a bowling alley. Anyway, there was a whole bunch of kids there, and they were playing rap music. And me, I'm looking like a young a YN almost. I'm older, but I look like a YN. People keep telling me. I guess it's because I keep myself unkept, whatever. They looking at me. I'm like, man, this ain't my music. This is not my choice of song. But I'm just embarrassed because it's like this is supposed to be the representation for the Black woman, right? And we just let that junk fall to the wayside. And we got on the other side, YNs pulling drills, and they're just like the enemy of the world, the enemy of the United States, America's what's it called? America's nightmare. You know what I'm saying? What they call old dog on Minister Society? Yeah, something like that. We got either you're gonna be an old dog or you're gonna be a young Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna be like what's cuz name? Dang, rest in peace to little youngin from Chicago, King Von. You're gonna be like King Von, or you're gonna be like Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Little girls be in middle school wearing eyelashes. It's like, let your real eyelashes grow. You're young. They're gonna come in, they're gonna fill in, you're gonna grow to be a beautiful young lady. But when you putting all that makeup on at 14 years old and killing your eyelashes, it's hard. And then you got the young dudes, they out here. I remember when it used to be cool to slang. Now they just getting smacked, getting high all day. They turning up all day like, young brother, you too young for this. You too young for this, young brother. Let your brain expand first before you pour in all kind of toxins and pollutants and stuff. But I used to be a young brother too, man. I used to turn up with the best of them. Thought I was invincible. You know what I'm saying? The amount of substances that I could consume at one point in my life was crazy, And I just thank God that he got me through that, because I never thought that I would be able to wake up in the morning and not go think about using. Like, to wake up in the morning and to drink water and do push-ups and go for runs and work out, talk to my kids, walk my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just thankful for that, because a few years ago, I was so far away from that. I'm like, yo, why are you such an addict? Like, you wasn't raised like this. But then as I started to de-engineer or deconstruct my thoughts, it was like, yo, this music is telling me that I would be cooler if I wore my pants off my hind parts. You know what I'm saying? I would be cooler if when I go to the club, I got a bottle in the car. It's telling me I would be cooler. Like more people would like me if I was always under the influence because, you know, we turn up, we party everywhere we go. So now that I'm sober minded, I see the attack that's being put on us, like the attack that's being put on our children. It's actually like a spell almost where nobody sees it because it's so normal. So they'd be like, why do you hate black women? No, 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 no. It's no hatred towards black women. No, no, no. It's no hatred towards the YNs. No, no. It's just that I'm wise enough to see the veil has been lifted a long time ago for me. So I see like the same thing Miss Shaka Khan is saying. This is BS, man. This ain't no talent.
Right? And so she's saying, like, when you look at music today, artistry today, where women outside, you know, cheek clapping and all that kind of stuff on stage, it's not the same thing. You're going to have older people who are, you know, turned off by it, maybe offended by it. They're not going to want the youngest people in the household to be able to listen to music. So this is all, you know, a part of a point that she's making in regards to that household name, you know, kind of being like a dying breed based off of the era that we're in right now today.
You keep it classy,
I kept it, yeah. Well, I tried to keep it. Well, I'm a recovering Catholic, so that helps.
Now, what she said right here is powerful.
Okay. I'm a recovering addict. She's a recovering Catholic. We all trying to make the world a better place, right?
Okay, even though it was a joke at a fleeting time or in a fleeting moment, it is so serious because you know why? She's basically letting it be known that you know, women of yesteryear, they had an anchor. Okay, they had an anchor. She's like that belief system that she grew up with, you know, her being you know, in Catholicism, a lot of times the women of that era were, you know, it was like a unspoken thing that everybody was basically Christian or whatever. But the fact that she had an anchor.
Well, I'm a recovering Catholic, so that helps.
That makes a difference, right?
Yeah, a lot of us don't have no anchor in the community. You know what I'm saying? It'd be generational curses for real. We come up not knowing who we are, and we continue to live through life not knowing that we can do better, right? And because we don't know that we can do better, we don't teach our kids better. How are you going to teach your kids better if we don't know no better? You know what I mean? And that's where we are right now as a society. This generation is a generation of people who don't know no better. Like if you knew better, you would do better, right? Ain't nobody doing no better. We seeing teenagers getting locked up for 40 years. Little youngin', you are 17 years old. What are you doing with that big gun? Running around with that big gun. You ain't even got no ops. You going to make ops. You going to make ops. I was young. I used to keep it on me. I still keep it on me. But when I was young, you know what I'm saying? I know what it's like. You going around looking, what you looking at? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? What's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? How many fights have been started in the hood just because you say, what's up? What you mean, what's up? What's up? What's up? What you trying to do? What? Like, looking back as an adult, like, yo, how does one say what's up and end up in cuffs? You know what I'm saying? Because somebody said what's up, it ruined somebody else's life. So it's like the music made us do that. And now they already got all the YNs. They burying each other, burying themselves. So they targeting the young women. And it's sad to see. And I'm glad that Shaka spoke on it. So we're going to run that back one more time. Let her say that one more time. And then I got one more video. I got a lot of videos, but we short on time. I might come back a little later. Run that jump back one more time, Shaka.
The game has changed.
Yeah.
Because
she said, what now? The game has changed. The game certainly has changed. And it is a trap.
All bets are off. The game has changed.
Yeah.
Because all bets are off. These women are doing any and every damn thing. Butts are out and everything. And
butts are
tits are out and everything. And I don't believe in that.
River TV.
Thank you, River. Look, I went ahead and dropped her link. Make sure y'all go ahead and support River TV. She's a beast. And we got another one. This is from man, we all know this. This is from the Breakfast Club. Let me pull up the Breakfast Club so we can see what they be talking about. Because the Breakfast Club, they deep thinkers too sometimes when they ain't playing around or pushing the agenda. They be pushing the agenda. You know the agenda that I'm talking about. They be up there playing all them touch games too. But they in the industry, you know. What we trying to do is try and get people to understand that all that industry stuff, it's a straight path to the devil, man. Straight path to the devil. Seems good because everybody doing it, but as you get older and your mind gets more mature, you realize like, man, all of that is fluke-azy. Fluke-ism. Hold on. Let me see. Go ahead and bring up this next joint. Man, y'all can click the link and come up here and talk if you want, man. Unless you want to hear my voice. There's a link that I put on the page. Or matter of fact, it should be in the chat. You can come up here and spit your pimpin'. Or maybe I didn't put the link. I don't know, man. I'm still trying to learn this joint. But I thought this was a good topic for some videos that I had watched previously in the past. I was like, dang, that's a good subject. But it's a sensitive topic, man. It's a sensitive topic because even when you call a spade and say that, you know, Meg is a CIA plant and her actions are horrible and are killing the community. Nuh-uh. You hate black women. Nuh-uh. Why would you say that? She has a degree. Nuh-uh. Man, no, none of that got nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Ladies listening, don't take this as personal criticism because I don't mean it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that. The young ladies are so beautiful. And I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism because
please don't take this the wrong way. Y'all been hating me, calling me all kind of names. You know what I mean? Everything but the child of God. I ain't say nothing bad about y'all. I said the 304 culture. If that's you, then, you know, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying like it's getting out of control. And then how you gonna promote 304 culture and get upset when you get hurt? That's part of the game. That's part of the game. Like, what? That's like being on the block and then get mad when you get locked up. Every cat I know, when they get locked up, they hold their heads high. Yeah, I'm about to go do my time. You know what I'm saying? They about to go do that. They're going to do their bid and they're going to come back and they're going to hit the ground running like they never missed a day. But y'all, man, y'all be in lifestyles. And then when the lifestyle turns and bites you in the hind parts, oh, man, people are so wrong. People are keeping me so wrong. And I can't believe, shawty, we have your music. We have your videos. Just like when they lock YNs up, we have you on tape. The same gun that you put on Instagram is the same gun that was used in the crime. And they, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to free. And then they got the nerve to say free so-and-so. What? Like, what is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with this culture? Free him. No, keep him. He's a criminal. And he ain't doing crimes to make a little bit of money so he can feed his kids. This nigga is destroying the community. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be like, free so-and-so until so-and-so free. No, I will not participate in that nonsense. Don't call me. Don't write me. Do your push-ups. And I'm going to do mine. You know? That's all I can do. So when we got city girls moving like city girls, promoting themselves as city girls, making city girl music and then crying, saying, "Oh my gosh, nobody loves us. we're the least liked on earth. The hatred for us is real." And then when people like myself just try to say, like, look, I'm foolish, I'm naive, thinking I can save them. You can't save these jumps. You can't save these jumps in no sense of the word. You can't save them. Leave them to their own devices. You know what I'm saying? Leave them to their own devices. If this message so happens to catch your ear and moves you, then God bless you. But most is gonna fall, and then they're gonna fall on their face right behind it. But for the people who are like, man, I like what Felicia Rashad is saying. I like what Shaka Khan is saying. Let me learn more. Well, go research the Jezebel spirit. Look at the Jezebel spirit and come back to me. Hold on. Nobody came. Come on, man. Reach up the Jezebel spirit and come back to me. We just trying to fight the Jezebel spirit.
I don't mean it that way. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that. The young ladies are so beautiful. And I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that. The young ladies are so beautiful. And I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way.
Don't take it personal.
But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman
No